What's the deal, everybody? I'm Z, this is the Maniacal Merchant, and today we're gonna go over sales for the month of February. Check it out. So I'm gonna apologize right out the gate if you guys hear a lawnmower. There's either lawnmowers, airplanes, dogs barking, whatever. We're gonna go right through it because we ain't got time for all that. This is the sales report. This is my sales report for the month of February. February 1st through February 29th, and it's comparing to January 1st to January 29th, only 29 days, even though obviously there's 31 days in January, but I got this other tab open right here that shows the complete January 1st through January 31st. Our total sales were $2,968.03. That's up from January, so that's good. If we come down, we can see that we're 3.4% lower on the quantity sold. So for January, we sold 124. For February, we sold 115. So although we were down in the quantity of items sold, if you come over here, you'll see our average sales price, ASP, is $25.81, and that's up almost 10% from the prior month. That's amazing. I like to see that. For January is $23.56. Maybe I was accepting a lot of lower offers. Maybe people were only buying the cheaper items. December and February were definitely better as far as higher selling items. Definitely better than January. Okay, so back to February. Selling costs was almost $1,200, and so we net $1,621. The prior period, January, we had $1,591. Not too much more, but we also sold less items. And hopefully you guys appreciate going over more of the numbers. I know last sales recap video we did for January, I didn't go over the numbers, and you know, I was pretty disappointed in myself after watching the video later on. I'm like, man, I should have went over my numbers a lot more. I think that's helpful. It's also a proof of concept because you guys may have watched my other thrifting videos, my sourcing videos, my bins video, whatever. That's just a concept. That's a theory at that point. You know, there's no proof of that I'm actually doing anything that's of value. I could be losing money. So this is actually the proof of concept showing you guys that I am actually selling the stuff that you're watching me pick up in those prior videos. So we can go to sales by category. I recognize that some of you probably aren't selling on eBay yet or anymore or at all, or not, you're just interested in these types of videos. But hopefully most of you are familiar with the sales by category. So this breaks down you know, your top selling categories. My top selling category in terms of, you know, gross sales was jeans, men's jeans. That's why you're gonna see me continue picking those up in the thrifting videos. It only makes sense, right? Then we have casual button-down shirts. That can consist of anything from Hawaiian button-up shirts to, you know, button-down shirts to button-up, you know, snap-up. If I just stay true to the brands that I know will sell, the looks that I think are trending, good condition, and then that low buy cost, it's almost hard to lose in any category, actually. I do promote all my listings at the minimum 2%. If anyone was curious about that. Selling cost $11.69. The selling cost is 39.4% of total sales. I do realize, you know, that's not exhaustive of all the costs surrounding reselling, but it's fairly close. So $13.91. $13.91 isn't bad considering we only had around a 1,000 items listed throughout the month of February. That brings me to another point. So we take 115 divided by 1,000 because that was roundabout what we had in inventory for the month of February. That brings us to 11.5%. That's the closest thing you're gonna come to a sell-through rate. What we're actually doing when we're looking up the sold comps, that's not really sell-through rate. It's just a sales or a sold to active ratio. Now we're getting down to the listings. Now here's the good part. I'm gonna start off right at the top of what sold. If you didn't see the video where I talk about the Ronaldo cleats,
Los Ronaldos.
you can go back and view that at your leisure, but don't leave quite yet so I can show you the things that are selling, the things that sold good for me, the things that sold but didn't sell for that much. We're trying to get that higher ASP up like we talked about earlier. So the Ronaldo cleats, we already know. I told you guys I accepted a $175 offer. $153.55 I net from that. And again, those cleats were free from an estate sale that I was able to get whatever I wanted for free from. If you want to see what I'm talking about, go watch my first video. You'll see those cleats somewhere in that video in the shed on the floor for free. Actually, my top 3 sales were all free. This next one, I got these items all for free as well. These were from the same individual that I connected with on the most recent estate sale, the one that I made the video of. I've worked with her on a few different estate sales, and I've gotten countless items from her that I was able to flip and make a profit from. This was one of them. It was an estate sale. There were it was like an older woman, but she collected like Harry Potter, Twilight, all types of books. Like they were brand new. Like you couldn't even, you open the book and you hear the of the spine. It's like she never read them, like not one smudge. And I shipped them all to Amazon. I shipped all those to Amazon. They've been paying me all year last year. So that free haul was great. I wish I was making YouTube videos around then, because that was awesome. The amount of stuff that I was able to get. I'm rambling now. I lotted all this stuff up. It was a bunch of different stuff. It was bookmarks. There was a calendar, keychains. There was a little phone case, tattoos. All types of Twilight memorabilia or whatever you want to call it. That's what I called it, and it sold. So I had it originally listed for like $189 or something like that, and I got some offers like below 100. Considered taking them, and then I ended up lowering the price down to 119. I forgot what the offer was, but it was something like that. Okay, so total sales 129. I think they offered me like I don't remember. But as you can see, the net sales was 88.91. If you've seen the Ronaldos, you've seen the Furby. They're in the same video. So Furby, I got neutral feedback for this. Untested 4 parts, but they said the battery compartment right here, it had corrosion in it. I didn't see any corrosion. It doesn't look like substantial corrosion in there. I mean, I didn't see any. Now the rest of these, unless it's something like kind of cool, I'm gonna kind of run through them fast just so you get an idea of the brands that are selling and the price points that they're selling at. So men's Levi jeans, these ones were white. I got these, it was a vintage shop, the only vintage shop I had ever been to, but she was going out of business, and she was like, come down and get whatever. I was the only one that came down, I guess. But when I got there, it was a bunch of stuff still there, and I was just helping myself. This type of stuff happens a lot. Then we got this Faherty shirt. That was something I picked up from Marshall's. Out the door was $44.09, you know, with the shipping and everything. And then I net $29. That shirt was, I think, $12. So I was able to over double my money it sold within a week. Panhandle Slim, also in one of my previous videos, sold pretty fast. Had it listed for $30. This isn't, like, it looks cool, but it's made in China and it's all polyester. I probably accepted an offer of $28 because I usually end up netting right around what I listed the item for. Anchor blue pants or anchor blue jeans. Every pair that I've gotten of anchor blue, I've sold. If I have a pair now, it's probably a newer pair. So $43.79 shipped. I net $27.66. It's sorted from highest sales to lowest sales, by the way. It's like, I don't consistently get banger after banger like that. These Jordan shoes that you probably seen, if you happen to watch that video I picked those up in, you would have seen me pick those up for $1.99. Sold for sticker price, $24.97. I net $23.13. So you see how I'm right around how much I sold it for as far as how much I net. What's creating that little buffer is the shipping. I charge for shipping, and it's typically I'm overcharging for shipping because that's my handling. I'm handling it. It takes me time. It's the poly bags that they come in. Those cost money. The poly mailers, those aren't free. Little thank you stickers, those aren't free. You know what I mean? So all that is why I charge more than what I'm gonna pay for shipping, and that overage is what offsets eBay's fees. Then we have the Stafford. That's the Stafford right there, $29.97. Net $26.50. The Lucky Brand hoodie, there was a lot of eyes on this one. This floral pattern right here, I don't know. I think that's what probably does it. But all the ones I seen sell sold well into the 20s, over $30. So that's why I had it listed up that much, and it ended up selling somewhere around there, the mid 20s. Brooks Brothers sport coat, tan, nothing really, you know, it's just wool. Look at my little supermodel right there putting in work. Again, I'm just gonna run through these kind of quick because I don't want to waste anybody's time. Like I gave you the numbers, here are the brands. Here's my little commentary on why something might have sold fast, but the majority of this stuff you've seen me pick up in past videos. So that's why I say this video is a proof of concept. I'm not just running around, gallivanting around Goodwills, throwing things into my cart willy-nilly and saying, yeah, you guys should get it too. No, I'm out here trying to make money, and hopefully you guys are too. PlayStation hoodie, just a regular PlayStation hoodie, that sold pretty good. Like 20 bucks. The Joe's jeans, you maybe seen past video. Actually, you know what? The Joe's jeans, I think those might have came from one of the mystery denim bags. I think that's where the Joe's jeans came from. And if that's the case, that one pair of jeans paid for a whole bag because I net $21.76. So the lot of 3 Tommy Bahama shirts. You know, you find these all the time. You find these all the time. Vintage Morona sweater, that was cool. Feel like I brought that up before. I think I might have showed me shipping that one. The Obey Worldwide, sold for 20 bucks. These Chucks, those were mine. The Raiders, sold for 30 bucks. This NFL, just a regular team apparel. It opened up right here. It had like the vented. How do you guys feel about my pictures? This was an older picture, but they started to get better. But this is an older because I have the hanger. And does anybody use the Reseller ruler? I have the Reseller ruler. I use that in all my measurements when I'm taking all my measurements. I would recommend it if you're into taking measurements. I do recommend taking measurements. These jeans were really, really nice. I had a lot of eyes on these as soon as I listed them. These Levi 541, the berry red colors. See this Reseller ruler? The only thing I didn't like about it is it said Reseller ruler, order yours now, and it was like free advertising. Like, dude, come on, man. I sanded that stuff off. Like, you're not about to be advertising in every one of my my listings. Like, I ain't mad at him. Like, you know, get it how you live, but not my listings. That's distracting. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to distract the customer from my product. I'm trying to grab their attention. The True Nation jeans, those are the ones I had lost for about a split second. The Ermenegildo Xenia shirt, I picked that up for like $5.99. I think I paid up for that one, but the amount of items that I get for $2, and I only pick up a couple things that are, you know, priced up, the buy cost for off of that whole receipt is only like $2.40, like $2 and some change. And then when you input all the free stuff that I get, it comes to about a $2 buy cost for everything. Pretty sure that sold for 23 bucks plus shipping. Most of this is going to be plus shipping. Right now I have 180 items still left in inventory that are free shipping that I'm working on updating. The Jane Barnes, very good brand in my opinion as far as sell through and ASP. Ralph Lauren denim and supply shirt, this black button up shirt. I was yard selling. This is like over a year ago. I was yard selling. This is actually before I really got into clothes. And I found a bag full of clothes on the curb down the street from this yard sale. Now, I would have just threw it all in the truck and kept it moving. Back then, I'm sitting in front of the house like, Ralph Lauren, I'll take that. Massimo, hell no. Like, in front of these people's house, like, I don't know what I was thinking, but now maybe I was thinking maybe leave for somebody who else that, you know, might need it. I don't know, but nowadays I'm taking it all, and I took that, and that sold for $21.97 plus shipping too, so $20 net on that one. Iron Co. These were brand new with tags, sold for 20 bucks. Got them for $1.99. $17.74 out of $1.99. That is 891%. ROI. Know how anybody can hate on that. Tommy Bahama shorts. They sold for probably like almost 20. Probably. And I got good feedback. Take care of your customers because the feedback matters. I definitely check feedback before I make purchases. Just a American Eagle shirt. You know, green, has some cool little, has the beach scene with the watchtower, this Karl Lagerfeld. I don't remember where I think I bought this from Salvation Army. I don't remember. Sold for like 20 bucks. Yeah, 18, 19, 20 bucks, something like that. Star Wars hoodie, just a regular Star Wars hoodie, sold with the quickness. My buddy pulled it out the bins. You know, Armani pants, just some Armani pants, just some regular Armani pants, slacks, whatever. 510 Levi's, the turquoise. The Ralph Lauren sweater, a decent brand. Depending on what it is, I may or may not pick it up. I was able to, you know, piece together all the keywords. So waffle knit, cow neck. So you're seeing a lot of the Tommy Bahama, Levi's, Adidas, Nike. You might see this, I believe I got for free. Older item, and it was bad condition, like it had, I don't know. Adidas track jacket, Radio Shack, Perry Ellis. That's the only thing from Perry Ellis that I have, the new with tags. If it's new with tags, I'll pretty much grab anything. Radio Shack, radio, free. All the electronics that you see, if you see any electronics, they're probably free. Because I don't buy electronics. Nike track pants, I love selling those because those sell quick. Air Jordan shorts, a lot of those are going to be out of my personal collection. These ones happen to be from the bins. They net me 15. Dickies pants, Dickies sells pretty good for me. And the condition's usually not the greatest too. Hollister jeans, these are the button flies. The button fly, for me, anything, it seems like they sell faster. Old Navy jeans, boot cut Western. The boot cut is also what people are into right now. It's also popular. The Old Navy boot cut. Tierra and Sky. Buyer left good feedback on this. They said this is exactly what they wanted. Fast shipping. I'll show you guys a little bit of my feedback a little bit later because that's also important. Nike sweatpants. Ralph Lauren lamb's wool boys. You know what? I'm starting to find I'm able to sell kids clothes pretty well as long as all the boxes are checked. Abercrombie and Fitch shirt. This was a medium tall, which I think is why I picked it up. These type of Nike sweatpants always sell within 30 days, usually faster. Gray ones, black ones, I sold green ones. They sell super fast. Banana Republic pants, like the chinos, I pick those up often. You know, I'm gonna continue picking them up. Columbia PFG women's shirt. It's a fishing shirt. Hang Tan, that's new with tags. Hollister. See something like this? I don't think I would typically pick anything up like this, like even if it's $1.99. But I did right here, and I still made $12.79. So that was a case where I sold it for $11.97, and it probably shipped local or close. I net more than I had the item listed for because that overcharge in the shipping really helps out. That's why I say the free shipping. I did it in the beginning because I was new and I wanted to get my foot in the door, and I didn't have any, you know, feedback as a seller. So I wanted to get my foot in the door, and I wanted to have a reason for people to choose my product over the next person's product. I'm still in the transition phase of changing all of my products over to paid shipping, but I can say that charging for shipping didn't slow down my sales at all. So take it for what you will. Here's the baseball pants. A couple videos ago, I showed me picking up a whole bunch of baseball pants from the side of the curb, like literally pulled them out of the gutter. These ones weren't the ones I found, but these ones sold. These ones sold, and I got more Nike ones. And these are boys. These are youth, just like the ones I have now. So hopefully I can get those sold pretty quick in the next month or two. Duluth Trading Co. I see a lot of people picking that up, and they're paying like $7 a shirt, and that's simply outrageous. I don't know how people make money doing things like that, but I'll pick it up for $1.99 because it's gonna sell. It's gonna sell. I'm gonna be able to sell it for cheaper than the guy who spent $7 on his, and I'm gonna keep it moving. The Foundry shirt. You guys seen me pick up 2 of those. One of them already sold. The green one's still for sale. And I received good feedback on it. Foundry shirt, new with tags. I don't care what brand anything is if it's new with tags. It has to be a really trash brand. Like, I'm not gonna pick up, you know, like something stupid. Not like a little stupid women's blouse that I don't know anything about. But like a polo shirt like this, I like it when it has the manufacturer's suggested retail price on it. Subconsciously, you can't tell me that somebody doesn't see that price and then see my $10 price and it doesn't factor in at all. It plays a factor. Adidas, color block, two-tone, whatever you want to call it, golf polo, nothing spectacular. You guys, I'll scroll a little fast because I don't want to waste nobody's time, and a lot of you probably already clicked off anyway. Duluth Trading Duluth Trading Co. Now a bunch of you probably clicked off. Duluth Trading Co. Another shirt, Levi's pants, Orvis sweater. It's funny to me because like I see this and I remember making the video about it. Had I not made those videos about it, and I just picked it up and then listed it, had I not made the video about it, showed you guys, and then, you know, did all the editing and of me like watched it again, I probably wouldn't be able to tell you where I got these from or how long I've had them. But having made the videos of me getting them, I'm like, oh yeah, you guys should have seen that. More Duluth. It was a month for Duluth because I don't think I've sold any Duluth before. I sold a vest. I sold a woman's Duluth vest. Oakley's a fairly good brand. Tommy Bahama, Ralph Lauren. Are there any brands that you sell often that you're not seeing on my list? That's what I want to know. Is there something that like you see often that I probably see often, but I'm not picking up and I could probably add to my repertoire? The Nike Pros, these sell fast. They're called the Milers. They're like running shirts, but those sell really good. $10 all day long. You can get those for $1.99, and then charge $7.99 shipping. But you're falling asleep now, so let's move on. Columbia pants, those were actually returned due to some small holes. I mentioned this in a previous video, but those were returned. I got them back, relisted them, made sure I noted the holes, sold them, and then got positive feedback. Exactly as described, as I believe what they said. Express 1MX, these are actually decent sellers. I got that shirt from, if you've seen my mystery denim bag haul, before I started making videos, I bought a $15 t-shirt bag, and I'll never do that again. Fortunately, there was a few shirts in there that have sold, and I've completely recouped my cost of that $15. This was one of them. Sold, I net $8.14, so that t-shirt right there already paid for half of the bag. It's not a bad deal. It's just, you know, you're gonna deal with items that you're not gonna want to sell or you're not gonna be able to sell. You have to sort through everything. If you're into that type of thing, if you like to treasure hunt and make videos, it might be worth it. But I think just handpicking your own stuff for $1.99, that's gonna be my core moving forward for the foreseeable future. Polo Ralph Lauren, that was my shirt, that tank top. Abercrombie and Fitch, just a polo. Ted Baker, that was also from that t-shirt bag because I never pick up Ted Baker. I don't know why. Never looked it up. Just not one of those brands. And I have a lot of those types of brands I see all the time. I don't know if they're worth anything or not. I just don't pick them up. If you have any of those types of brands that you're not seeing here on my list, let me know, please. So those two shirts right there, that Ted Baker and that Express, that paid for the mystery bag. $9.53 net and then $8.14 net. So that's almost $20 right there. And I paid $15. American Eagles Outfitter, that was from that Ben's haul. We're coming down to the lower ticket items now. Mainly t-shirts and like shorts and stuff that, you know, it's February. So, I mean, these are freaking O'Neal swim trunks. Who's not going to be happy that they got $8.20 or some O'Neal swim trunks? I don't even know why those were in my store, to be honest. I really don't know why. Armani jeans shirt, that one was fine. D jeans, black belt karate training, that was free. I don't remember where I got that from. Goodfellow shorts, these seersuckers. Goodfellow, that's Target or Kohl's or something like that. $8.04, that was in the denim bag. Stuff like that, and I asked myself why I have those. Probably out of those friggin' mystery bags. What I'm doing with most of the stuff in those denim mystery bags, I slap $5 price stickers on all of them and then $9.99 for shipping. A lot have already sold. Like here's, boom, the Goodfellows, the Top Secrets, $5 profit off of those. The D jeans, another pair of D jeans, $4. I accepted a $4 offer on those. The Goodfellow jeans, I sold those for $5. We have gotten close to recouping our buy cost for those mystery bags. Do you recommend I grab more mystery bags? Let me know. The Jag jeans, those were also in the mystery. Nike t-shirt, Victoria's Secret, Salty Crew, Salty Crew's good. And I didn't even put Salty Crew, I put Salt Crew. See, this was an older one because the title is jacked. I don't ever put men. I always put men's. That's not even the name of the brand. That's how you know it sells good, because you don't even have to spell it right. Polo Ralph Lauren. This was a Henley shirt that I had bought for myself and I held on to forever because it didn't fit. And then I realized that it's a boy's. So I sold that. This dude, these Columbia pants, sleepwear, this is my bad. He's claiming I sold him underwear. I put, you know, they look like thermal sleepwear pants. To me, probably was a stretch with the sweatpants. Probably was a stretch there, I'm not gonna lie. But sleepwear, thermal, pajama bottoms, he said I sold him underwear. What do you think these are? What would you call these? But he didn't return them, just return them. Marvel Comic Avengers shirt, 14 bucks. Unfortunately, it was free shipping, but still, I net $10.51 off of like a freaking shirt you can get for $10 at Walmart. The Abercrombie & Fitch irregular large. There was nothing, it didn't seem like anything was wrong with it, but for whatever reason, it had, see this irregular? I just put it in the description. I let it go for cheap. Like, I don't want anything like that to stay in my store forever. These last three were returns. I don't know why it's saying the Hollister, because I sold the Hollister for like $30 or 20 something dollars or something like that. They returned it, but I don't know why it says net sales of $3.97. The rain shedder, I ended up losing out on that, just the cost of shipping to ship it back. These Gloria Vanderbilt jeans, these were weird. The buyer started a return. They sent me a message saying they couldn't print the label. Can I send it to them in an email? I don't do anything like that. I'm not emailing you, I'm not texting you, I'm not deviating from the eBay interface, because then things get misinterpreted, things go offline. I don't want to deal with any of that. So I'm like, listen, that's an eBay problem. I already sent you the label. I can't see the label after I've already sent it to you. Send eBay provided label or whatever. I can pop up the tracking number, but I can't see the label that I sent them. If I can and I just don't know what I'm doing, let me know. But I told them I couldn't see it. They're like, okay, well, I'll let eBay know. I don't know what they did. All I know is the next morning, I woke up to an email from eBay saying something to the effect of, this return has now become a case. You need to send the customer a label, and if you don't do that by this date, then all this other stuff. I'm like, hold up, let me go get eBay on the line right now. So I called eBay immediately, and I'm like, this person is telling me that they can't, you know, the messages were there. I'm like, this person's telling me that they can't print it out, and now I'm being told that I have to pay for another label. I'm like, I seen the tracking number for when I sent the label the first time, but then I couldn't see it anymore, so I don't know what they had did. But the dude said, and the whole reason I'm even bringing this up is because we're looking at it and it says negative $10.43 right here. It's not really $10.43. Well, it is now, but the dude that I talked to from eBay, they figured it out for me. They're like, oh yeah, this case, don't even worry about this case. We're gonna eat this one. I'm like, all right, yeah, cool. So I guess that just hasn't happened yet. If it doesn't happen, I'm definitely gonna call back and say, hey, you guys fed me a spoonful of lies. Hopefully somebody out there got value. Just to review, we had 115 items sold for an average selling price of $25.81, and then our selling cost was $11.69 and 2 cents, which brings our net sales to $1,621.60. I almost forgot to mention the net profit per item also increased for the month of February, $14.10 of net profit per item. If you minus the $2 buy cost, that brings us to a total profit of $12 per item, which is pretty much on par for what I was saying was my rough estimate. This number is actually up from January's average total profit of $10.80 per item, with the average net income per item being $14.10. Our ROI will be 705% per item. That's pretty good considering it's up from 641% in January. Here's another video if you like this one. And if you found this one helpful at all, go ahead and hit that like button. Also, please consider subscribing. It's the best way to show your support. I appreciate you for watching. I'm Z. This is the Maniacal Merchant. And until next time, look out for the 9.